Okay, well, I might have disregarded your video, Mr. Piggy Bank, except you did say one thing, which is that we should focus on the issues. And what does an Obama supporter exactly articulate? And this whole election process is turning into a circus. And I was very happy when Obama was able to focus on the issues and give speeches on the issues. And I'm very upset now that he's taking pot shots at Hillary because he's basically broken his patience, and perhaps his success has made him have a little bit of a change. I like Obama best when he's applying for the job and least when he's engaged in the blood sport. But thinking about the issues is too hard for most people. It's painful, it's difficult, it's complex, so it's always easier to just go into personalities. And Obama has said, let's unify, and lift the country up, and not engage in personal destruction. I don't know what McCain has said about this. So, what are the issues? For me, the key issue is that people in this country be able to have a good quality of life, and that we have a good environment, and that intellectual progress, enlightenment, industry, technology, the arts all prosper and flourish. So how are we going to get there? I think everybody does sort of want something somewhat similar in many of these ways. Most Americans do. And I see in myself as a businessman, I have Republican customers, I have Democratic customers, and I want to serve both of them. And so I don't want to spit on anybody's philosophy. And the question is, how do you take the best elements of conservatism and the best elements of progressivism, I don't know how you would say it, liberalism, and create a winning strategy for the country. And I would say that the key is to reform the venal and corrupt culture in Washington. And if you check out a couple of my other videos, you'll see I talked about this a lot. Now, what does Obama have to say about it, and why do I gravitate towards him? Since I'm very suspicious of government-sponsored programs. Well, he sponsored Sunshine Law to make every penny spent by the government available online. I think that's the kind of attitude that's very important if you're going to try to mobilize the government to really participate with the private sector and the community to lift our country up and move it forward, and make sure we have high-paying jobs, and making sure we have a good industrial, clean, good industrial base. We can't just do it the way we're doing it now. Washington is broken, and I think Obama did say that he would work across the aisle. And does he have the track record? He is relatively new senator. His track record across the aisle is not great. But for some reason, I believe him. I believe that he can reach across the aisle, and that's because I believe that he doesn't believe in waste or corruption. I believe that he will not become corrupt, but I don't know that. As far as your other comments go, as far as ignorance of the Obama supporters, actually in demographics, I think that postgraduate educated people support Obama over the other two candidates by far. So you should go to Gallup.com if you want to find out about demographics. And as far as his comment, I think you are right. I think it was offensive. I think it wasn't well spoken, but there was two context elements that I think we should consider. One is Obama has espoused a campaign that's based on hope and optimism. And obviously people who are jaded or cynical or bitter are not going to buy into that message as much as people who are willing to believe that there could be a government-driven transformation. Now, I even hate to say that, government-driven transformation, but I'm saying it. The second issue is he said this, it was in some communities. He wasn't saying this was a general characteristic of rural America. And so I don't know if you're going to have the time, but you should take a look at what he said there. So let's forget about whether Obama's a POS or Hillary's a POS or McCain's a POS, and let us focus on the issues. It's harder, but that's what I intend to do. And my question to all of you is, if McCain suddenly adopted elements of Obama's plan or vice versa, would you switch candidates? Are you backing a plan or a personality? And of course, the thing about personality is that everybody promises us things, and then when they get in office, they do what they bloody well please. And that's why it's so important to people about the character of the candidate. Thank you.